I really love this sequence of readings that we've been hearing these past several weeks in the book of Acts. Normally, the first lesson each Sunday comes from what's known as the Hebrew Scriptures, what we sometimes call the Old Testament. But since Easter, we've been hearing from the book of Acts for our first lesson. And Luke's account here is, well, I just find it so compelling because it sheds light on what it was like as those first followers of Jesus trying to make sense of it all, and as the church was born, it never ceases to amaze me that some of their struggles, well, they seem kind of like our struggles 2,000 years later, So it's just a fabulous story, and you kind of recall everything that they've been through. I mean, it was not more than 3 years ago that these apostles, they were living a comfortable life. They were doing familiar things, their familiar work, they had a familiar routine, they had customs and laws that they knew and that were clear. It was all pretty easy for them. And then this Jesus character comes into their lives. And he blows everything up. He tips everything upside down, right? They follow him around and they listen to him preach and teach, and he breaks open the 10 Commandments, which they've known all their lives, but suddenly they're hearing them with different ears. And he does these things that are scandalous. He talks to women. He does. Jesus, he talks to women, and he eats dinner with sinners. And he's got this power to perform miracles. I mean, not just simple ones like walking across the water, but extraordinary ones like helping the deaf to hear and the blind to see, raising Lazarus from the dead. He's just blowing their world. And they've been through so much. And then just as quickly as he appears, he's gone, right? He's gone and everything seems to come to a crashing end. And of course, as we heard just 5 weeks ago, it's not exactly the end because there he is. He comes to the women, he comes to the apostles, and my word, the risen Lord, and now their world really has exploded. And can you understand what it was like to be those first believers? Not really exactly clear on what it is that you believe. And to be that early community, not really exactly clear on who you were, or are you these devout Jews, or are you some new church? What are you? That's what they're up against here. And they just don't know what to do next. And you got to give them credit. You got to give them credit for carrying on. You got to give them credit for not giving up, for continuing in Jesus' ways, in his teachings, to continue in his mission. You got to give them credit, which is why they're so happy when Peter comes to them and tells them that he's converted a whole household of Gentiles, right? Right, I heard some laughter. That was a trick question. They're not happy at all. Peter comes to Jerusalem and reports to them, and they're like, what's up with that? Okay, so here's what's happening. So Peter, I think he sheds light on what really was the biggest question for these faithful people. And what was also the toughest struggle. The biggest question was this. Exactly what was the range of Jesus' mission? Who are the people that were eligible, in a sense, to receive the full scope of Jesus' grace and love? That was the big question. And the struggle was, if it's not just us, if it's the Gentiles too, well, how do we live with them? Because they're different from us. They look different from us. They think differently from us. They're unclean. What do we do with them? Do you see what they're up against? That's what Peter was up against. That's why they said to Peter, what are you talking about? They criticized him, and he's celebrating his victory. So he tells them, he's like, no, listen, this is what happened. And he says, I was praying and fell into a trance, and then this white sheet came down. It was God's little home video screen, you know. This sheet comes down, and I see this vision of these animals, four-hoofed animals, and wild beasts, and reptiles, and birds, and I hear a voice say, go and eat and kill, and it sounds like my children sometimes, go eat, kill. But anyhow, I heard a voice, but I thought to myself, well, no, because see, Peter was a good, faithful Jew who kept to the purity laws, who understand what was to be eaten and not eaten. He said, no, I don't put anything profane in my lips. But that voice that responded to me, what God has made clean is no longer profane. And just make sure they had that same exchange 2 more times in this vision. And don't you imagine as Peter is sharing this account with the apostles gathered around him, they're looking at each other and thinking, I think he's under a little too much stress, you know? But the story's not over, right? He said, so I came out of my trance, and right away, there were these 3 from Caesarea, Gentiles they would have been from Caesarea. There were these 3, and they wanted me to come with them. They were looking for me. They wanted me to come with them to their home, to see this other guy, and I thought to myself, okay? And I heard a voice that was, there is no more distinction between us and them. And so I went. Now this is when the apostles really begin to get worried, because he has no business going into the home of a Gentile. Gentiles were unclean. The Jews did not interact with them, did not sit with them, did not touch them, certainly did not go into their home. What was Peter doing? But Peter had this sense that that's where he was to go. And so he does. He goes with the 3. He goes into this home, and that's where the brilliance really happens. Because that's where, as he sits in this man's home, as he hears this man's story, that's where he sees the Spirit, he says. The Spirit, I realize it descends upon this man, and it touches this man, it fills this man, just like it did you and me, just like it did all of us when we first came to believe. That's what Peter's telling the apostles. This Spirit, it was for them, just as it was for us that came to believe. Peter understands that Jesus' reach, that Jesus' love, it's not just for us, it's for them. And in fact, there's no more us and them, because we are all a part of Jesus' beloved kingdom. It takes a while to figure this stuff out, doesn't it? And I have to admit, at first, a little bit of frustration with those apostles who were criticizing Peter. I want to say, really? Have you not a clue? He comes back and he's told you about this household that has come to believe, and all you can worry about is this silly purity law? I mean, my goodness, were you not paying attention to Jesus? Did you not see who Jesus has touched? Did you not see who Jesus loved? And you're still stuck on your laws? What's your problem? I want to say that. I do. What's your problem? But in fairness, it's not that hard to imagine what the problem is. It's not that hard to imagine that just beneath the surface of their resistance to all of this change, and my word, we all know how change is hard, there's going to be some fear about the other. Some fear about the other. Some fear that well, if they allow the other in, then maybe they'll lose their special status as the chosen ones, their stature and their place. Some fear about how if we let the other in, well, then maybe what what we know to be true, our customs, our rituals, what we've always been able to set as the way of life, maybe that gets jiggled, maybe that gets undone, maybe that gets challenged. Maybe we've got to come up with a new way of life. Do we want to do that? Some fear of the others that if we let those others in, maybe we're going to lose the purity of our identity. Might we lose the sense of who we are? I gotta believe that some of those fears were just beneath the surface for the apostles who at first looked at Peter and said, Peter, don't do that. What are you doing? I gotta believe that because I think that that's not far beneath the surface for you and me, for so many of us. I mean, look at what's happening in our country and around the globe with the growing nationalism. And with all the struggles regarding who we're going to let in and who we're going to let out and who's the us and who's the them. This nationalism, it has me concerned because it doesn't feel like patriotism. It feels like a very scary pride. And it doesn't just feel like a simple affection for who we are as a people. It feels also like a disdain for who they are as other people. And it feels familiar. Familiar to something decades ago, but not that long ago. Feels like we're still wrestling with us and them, who's in and who's out. And while I know that this is playing out on a political arena in our capital, I also think it needs to be sorted out closer to home. It needs to be sorted out in our neighborhoods, in our communities, in our churches. And it is not just an intellectual debate, it is a matter of the heart as well. Is there an us and them? Or are we God's beloved community? I know it's a hard question. I know it's not simple. I know that as we move and think about inclusion and welcome and hospitality, we have to find a way of balancing some very practical issues around increased strain to our infrastructure and our economy and our health system. I get that. But here's the deal. First and foremost, we have to decide, are we going to be like those so-called believers who looked at Peter and said, no, keep them out, they're them, we're us? Or are we going to be believers who live into our baptismal covenant, which says that we're going to seek and serve Christ in all people, that we're going to strive for justice and peace, that we're going to respect the dignity of every human being? What kind of believers are we going to be as we do this political work of making community? I get that it's hard. I just want to make sure that we're using the lens of our faith even as we're doing the work of our politics. Because we have to remember what Peter realized, which is, who are we to hinder God?